This day in history, October 23rd. On October 23rd, 1982, a gunfight breaks out between police officers and members of a religious cult in Arizona. The shootout leaves 2 cultists dead and dozens of cultists and police officers injured. The Miracle Valley shootout was a confrontation between members of the Christ Miracle Healing Center and Church, CMHCC, and Cochise County law enforcement that occurred in Miracle Valley, Arizona on October 23, 1982. A variety of incidents with law enforcement in 1982 culminated when local sheriff's deputies and state law enforcement officers attempted to serve bench warrants for the arrest of 3 members of the church, and a large group of church members confronted them. In the ensuing melee, 2 church members were killed and 7 law enforcement officers were injured. 1 church member and 1 law enforcement officer died later, both deaths possibly due to injuries sustained that day. Our notable birth today comes from 1962, Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie is an American former football quarterback whose professional career spanned 21 seasons. He played 12 seasons in the National Football League, 8 seasons in the CFL, the Canadian Football League, and 1 season in the United States Football League, the USFL. Flutie played college football at Boston College, where he won the Heisman Trophy in 1984 amid a season that saw him perform the iconic Hail Flutie, a game-winning touchdown pass thrown in the final seconds against Miami. He chose to begin his professional career with the USFL's New Jersey Generals. His unavailability to NFL teams resulted in him selected 285th overall by the Los Angeles Rams in the 11th round of the 1985 NFL Draft, the lowest drafting of a Heisman winner. After the USFL folded, Flutie played his first 4 NFL seasons with the Chicago Bears and New England Patriots. Flutie then left the NFL in 1990 for the CFL, where he became regarded as one of the league's greatest players. As a member of the BC Lions, Calgary Stampeders, and Toronto Argonauts, Flutie was named the CFL's most outstanding player a record 6 times while winning 3 Grey Cups. In all 3 of his championship victories, 2 with the Argonauts and 1 with the Stampeders, he received the Grey Cup MVP award. Following his CFL success, Flutie returned to the NFL in 1998 with the Buffalo Bills, earning Pro Bowl and NFL Comeback Player of the Year honors for leading Buffalo to the playoffs. He again helped the Bills obtain a playoff berth the following season, but was controversially benched in their subsequent wildcard defeat. Flutie would be the last quarterback to bring the Bills to the postseason over the next 17 years. Flutie held his last starting role with the San Diego Chargers in 2001 and spent his final professional season as a backup on the Patriots. He was inducted to the College Football Hall of Fame in 2007 and the Canadian Football Hall of Fame in 2008. Flutie was also inducted to Canada's Sports Hall of Fame in 2007, becoming the first non-Canadian inductee. Our notable death today comes from the year 2000, Rodney Anawai, otherwise known as Yokozuna. Rodney was an American professional wrestler, best known for his time with the World Wrestling Federation, the WWF, where he wrestled under the ring name Yokozuna. The name was a reference to the highest rank of professional sumo wrestling in Japan. He is a 2-time world champion in his professional wrestling career. Although the Yokozuna character was portrayed as a champion sumo wrestler, Anawai never competed as an actual sumotori. Though Yokozuna wrestled as a representative of Japan, in real life, Anawai was Samoan American and was accordingly billed as hailing from Polynesia. However, he was managed by the Japanese character Mr. Fuji, who was in reality a Japanese American, who would follow Anawai to the ring with a wooden bucket of salt and waving a Japanese flag. In the WWF, Anawai was a 2-time WWF World Heavyweight Champion and 2-time WWF Tag Team Champion with Owen Hart, as well as the winner of the 1993 Royal Rumble. Anawai was the first wrestler of Samoan descent to hold the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, as well as the first Royal Rumble winner who, as a result of a direct stipulation, received a WWF World Championship title shot at WrestleMania. He defeated WWE Hall of Famers Bret Hart and Hulk Hogan in consecutive pay-per-view victories in the main event of WrestleMania 9 and the 1993 King of the Ring to win his 2 WWF World Heavyweight Championships, and also headlined WrestleMania 10 against Hart. He was the third fastest newcomer after Brock Lesnar and Sheamus to win the WWF or WWE Championship after his debut. Anoa'i was posthumously inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2012.